President Trump is going to survey the damage from Irma himself, and he tweeted about it this morning. There you can read it on the screen. Joining us now is Martha MacCallum, host of The Story with Martha MacCallum on the Fox News channel. Martha, I want to draw your attention to a headline in the Washington Post today, which really shocked me this morning, and it said, Trump administration earns cautious praise for early response to hurricanes. This is the Washington Post saying this. Trump must be doing a great job. Come on.
Well, cautious praise is a cautious headline from the Washington Post, and I think it's pretty accurate, actually. It does look like the management of these crises have been handled as well as could possibly be expected. There are fatalities. You can never protect against every eventuality when you're dealing with the force of Mother Nature that we've seen over the past few weeks. But, I do think that it played to President Trump's strengths. He's a manager. He's a CEO. Yes. He's a good delegator. And the people that he's put under him, you look at Tom Bossert, you look at the Homeland Security Advisor, very, very sharp and thorough guy. Brock Long, the people who have been put in charge of this effort have been doing a good job.
I think it was a turning point. His handling of the two hurricanes was part of the turning point. And then he went bipartisan, brought in the Democrats, got some help on tax cuts, and I think his political standing went up some more. But you don't see it, or do you see it quite like that?
You know what? Yes and no. Yes, on the front that he's having a good stretch in terms of the response that he's getting to how he's managed these really tough situations in the country. And that's a good measure for a president, is how they respond to these sorts of things. You just wait for the tweet that is, completely crazy, that sort of throws the news cycle off. Because every time he sort of gets on a good streak like this, he tends to have a moment that kind of pulls it back.
But now, General Kelly
but now, I was just going to say, but now that General Kelly is commandeering a lot of strength and power at the White House, we will see if that's the case. On the bipartisan deal, I think this is the most fascinating element of what we're watching unfold right now. And I really wonder if he's I think, making an effort to build a new coalition. Precisely. At the center, right? And then you've got Bernie Sanders pushing for single-payer health care over here.
On the left.
And then you've got Mark Meadows and these guys saying, we will never make a deal on any of this. And you understand their principles and why they're doing that. And the president's saying, inviting Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, who he called head clown not that long ago.
A crying Chuck.
But they appear to be two New York guys who are willing to sort of put up with that kind of name-calling, and they'll sit down to dinner.
The president is calling himself for a political realignment.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
He can't get it done with just the Republicans. He can't go far left with the Democrats.
He's not a party guy. I spoke with Kellyanne Conway the other night, and she said he's not the leader of the Republican Party, which to me is a little bit of a surprise, right? Yeah. Usually the president is the standard bearer for his party. He represents everyone in the country, but he's also the standard bearer for his party. I don't think he sees himself that way, and I think the next few months are going to be fascinating on this front. It's almost like, your girlfriend is Paul Ryan and Mitch McConnell, and things aren't going so well, and suddenly you say, I think I'm going to have Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer over for dinner tonight. See how you guys like that? Pretty interesting, right?
That's really good. Thank heavens that we're working in the news business at times like this, because it is utterly fascinating.
It really is.
Never seen anything like this before. Never.
Stay tuned.
Oh, I will. I'll be watching tonight. Martha MacCallum, everyone, 7 o'clock, Fox News Channel.
As always.
Thank you very much.